Rahubat, Rahubat. Welcome to the Horse Hour, the storytelling show that only tells true stories. Here I'm holding the picture of the master teacher, Pa Naba Yanun, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, the one and only Troth. Tahiti, the Egyptian god, the master teacher, 76 trillion years of knowledge and information. And this book here, Actual Facts, Sex, Minds, and Slaves. I read this book, very interesting. And you will learn from this book how religion has got your mind trapped in a spell, okay, and keep you enslaved, okay, and they use all kind of trickery, okay, religion to docile you, take your money, and give you false hopes, okay. Truth, the real truth, our history, our roots is where it's at, okay. So Wusabat is where it's at. No religion, just African spirituality, true knowledge, true roots, true culture. That is what I love about teachings from the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, okay? True knowledge, 76 trillion years, okay? Now, I wish I would have listened to Dr. Malachi Z.K. York earlier on in life, okay? It would have saved me a lot of trouble. I would have been a lot more cautious in the people I chose to have in my life, okay? People I chose to procreate with, okay? I would have made a better choice if I would have known about the teachings of Wusabat. I would have made a much intelligent choice, a more intelligent choice, okay? And I would have went off for looks, okay? That's a really bad mistake, okay? You got to go by a person's heart, okay? And if you want to get down to the real nitty gritty, you got to go by DNA, okay? What's in that person's DNA? What's in that person's heart, okay? What's in that person's bloodline, okay? That's, you got to be careful, okay? Because you don't want to get into a long-term relationship with somebody that is going to be disagreeable, okay? And end up having children with somebody that's going to be very disagreeable, okay? Because I'll tell you, it won't work out, okay? You got one person that's trying to not, trying to do the right thing, and you have another person that's being more disagreeable. You'll be in conflicts all the time, okay? It takes two people to be on that more positive side, okay, to make things work. And you need to get the right knowledge and the right information before you get into any relationship, okay? Because you need to know who you are, okay? You need to learn who you are, need to learn to love yourself. And then, and only then, would you like to share your love with somebody else and not depend on somebody to receive love from, okay? Love is not something you give, okay? Love is what you become, okay? And that's what you need to learn. Love is something you become. So you become love, and then you learn to share it, okay? And that will make a relationship, any relationship, a whole lot better. But yes, you won't know these things until you read Actual Facts from the master teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, okay? Because if you don't, and you get into a relationship where someone doesn't love themselves, there's nothing you can do to make someone love themselves. Nothing, okay? I found out from personal experience, all right? I'm talking personal experience. Did it, went there, done that, okay? I was married and I did everything possible, everything. I mean, everything I could think of to make this person happy, okay? I found out the hard way you can't make somebody happy. No matter what you do, no matter what you buy them, okay? No matter how nice you are, it won't work, okay? Only time I got loving is when I went out and bought expensive things, all right? Real expensive things, like a new SUV, house, things like that. I get some loving then, okay? Diamond rings, okay? Coach purses and handbags and the whole boots and all that kind of stuff, okay? Yeah, it was horrible. Horrible, I tell you, okay? Trying to make somebody happy. You can't do it, okay? I tell you, one time I was like, okay, I got a great idea. I know what I can do. Every woman loves this. Every woman would love this. Okay, I'll surprise her when she come home from work. The house will be okay. I mean spotless. Kitchen, living room, do the kids' room, bathrooms, our room, entire house spotless, and do the outside. Okay, do all the yard work, everything. I'm talking about everything. I'm talking about even wash the dog. Okay, everything's clean, spotless. Okay, cook dinner, favorite meal. I'm going to have her favorite meal ready. When she walks through the door, favorite meal gonna be ready, piping hot, ready. Another thing I did, ran some bath water, put some little candles around, little flower petals, all that stuff to make it real nice. Okay. Now I'm thinking I'm scoring some brownie points. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm scoring so many brownie points. She's gonna give me some cookies. Okay. I'll make that trade. Brownies, the cookies. So I thought, okay. She gets home from work. The kids walk in the house first. They go, wow. My daughter drops her books in her jacket right there on the floor and runs into her room. Wow, Dad, my room looks great. I said, will you pick up your books and your jacket? I'll put some new hooks in your bedroom for you, okay? So you can hang your jacket up in your bedroom from now on. Wow, great. My son does the same thing, okay? My wife walks in the house. What's this? What's this all about? I said, I just cleaned the house so you could relax when you came home from work. She said, if you want the house to be so clean, you need to move out. You need to live by yourself if you want the house to be so clean. I said, well, I cooked dinner. What you cook dinner for? How you know I ain't on a diet? I said, are you on a diet? She said, no, but you didn't know that. I said, well, I cooked dinner and I ran some bath water for you. What you doing running my bath water? What you trying to say? I stink? Yeah, you got a stanky attitude, okay? What a stank attitude. Working so hard, trying to make somebody else happy. Okay, it didn't work. It won't work. Okay, so learn from experience. Take it from me. Get you some actual facts by the Grandmaster Teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York. Okay, that's what you do. Get you some actual facts, books from the Master Teacher, Dr. Malachi Z.K. York, and get you some true knowledge, true information, and hey, live your life in peace, harmony, and unity, and love. Love yourself. Hug yourself, okay? That's what you do. Why do? A shook. Why?